Hey guys, Mark from Cubic Zirconia Reviews here. I wanted to make a video kind of responding to one of the comments that I got from somebody named Young AK who wrote on the video one of the videos that I posted. I made a video called The Difference Between Real Diamonds, Lab Diamonds, and Cubic Zirconia. And he asked the question, finally a proper video on YouTube. Thanks, G. Thank you, Young AK. So thank you for all your guys' support. He said, I buy either a real diamond or cubic zirconia. Is there no point in getting a lab diamond? I don't know. Question mark. And so this video, guys, what you're seeing on the screen is just past recordings of some of the jewelry that I've shot before. But I really want to talk about this because I think this is actually really important. What would I buy? Would I buy cubic zirconia or diamonds or lab diamonds? Like, what's better to buy? And the real answer is it really comes down to what you like and what you want. And the reason why I say that is because, when I made some money and I, sold my company and I really wanted to spend some money, celebrate kind of thing, like what every American does, right? Spend some money. And even though it wasn't the smartest idea, I looked on the market, looked on the internet, and I saw a really nice piece of jewelry. And I was like, hey, I like that style. And I looked at the price tag, and it said a nice hefty 55 grand. And I looked at it, and I said, wow, for all the hard work that I put in building this company, I said, there's no point in me to spend 55 grand on literally a piece of metal with some stones in it. That doesn't make sense to me personally, right? Other people might value it and might, look at it and say that's amazing, that's this and that's that. And there are different reasons why people might look at a piece of jewelry and say it's amazing or give it value over another piece of jewelry that might have cubic zirconia in it or whatever whatever the case may be. But for me at the time, I looked at it and said, this is not really for me. So I looked at some other options, and lo and behold, there was, other options. GoCuban.com. There's all these other different websites. And the reason why I don't mention the other websites is because I don't want to give them free promo. They're not as good as I once thought they were. GoCuban kind of opened up my eyes to other types of jewelry. But nonetheless, my point here is it completely comes down to you, right? So, for example, a diamond, if you buy a jewelry, right? If you buy a piece of jewelry that has real diamonds in it, 100% of the time it's going to come with real metals, right? The real gold, real. And what I mean by real, guys, there's no such thing as real or fake. It's either gold filled or gold plated, right? There's a completely difference. And the difference is one has gold inside of the actual metal, and the other one, if you cut the piece of metal in half of the jewelry, it's going to have real gold on the outside, and then what stainless steel or 925 sterling silver or, whatever the case may be, whatever's inside of it, whatever metal happens to be inside of it at the time. Now, everybody is different, like I said. So if you go and buy a real piece of jewelry, right, real diamond, whatever the case may be, what you're really paying for is 50% of it is for the materials. So let's just say the ring, let's say you buy a ring for $1,000, right? 50% is for the materials, as in the gold, the diamonds, whatever. The other 50% of the cost will always be the labor. That's generally how it works in the diamond district kind of markets, who are fairly priced, right? The ones that are fairly priced will price you for the normal rate that's going for gold or silver. You could just search that on the stock market, and then they'll charge you. And diamonds are a little bit different, granted, because there's a different cut, there's a different look, there's a whole different feel to every single diamond. But that's how they'll price it, right? Most of the time. Now, every business is a little bit different. They might price a little more, a little less, but that's generally how it works because there's labor in it. Lab diamonds, on the other hand, we said are 1/3 of the cost of real diamonds. And the reason why that is because it's not naturally occurring, right? You don't find lab diamonds in a rock, in a mountain. It's created 100% in a laboratory, right? And they encounter the same properties. So they will pass the diamond tester, right? So will a real diamond. But then you have cubic zirconia, which to the naked eye, like without any glasses or without any magnifying glasses or anything like that, to the naked eye, right? Cubic zirconia looks identical to that of a lab diamond or a regular diamond, assuming it's the same cut and all that kind of stuff. But the only difference is it does not contain carbon within it, right? So that's my point here. So it really depends, what do you want to use. You have to realize that if you're going to buy a piece of jewelry that's cubic zirconia, right? CZ, as they say, there's no way you're going to resell it for more value unless you're like selling it on eBay and you have like a whole business out of the kind of thing. So like, for example, if you buy a chain from Goat Cuban for 100 and you sell it on eBay for 120, make a little bit of profit there, whatever the case may be. But it's not like something that you could take to like a jewelry store and be like, hey, I want to sell this to you, whatever the case may be. They're not going to give you money for it, right? Because they need to make a profit. So it depends on you. The way I look at it, and it comes down to how do you value your money and how do you want to spend your money. I'm not going to buy real diamonds unless it's a very special occasion or something like that that calls for that kind of stuff. For me, it's all about, if I just want to look good for a few days here and there or wear something when I go out, it doesn't need to be real for me. I'm not wearing jewelry on when I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? You guys get what I mean, right? So the whole point is it depends on your lifestyle. Something that I could give you an example of, and I wrote this in my blog, is that when people go on vacations, right, they buy fake jewelry, or as you call it, CZ jewelry with gold plated and things like that. You could call it fake, you could call it real. It doesn't really matter, right? They buy this kind of stuff on their weddings to look just as good, but they're not worried about losing this kind of on their vacations. They're not worried about losing their jewelry, right? So, for example, it's a honeymoon or something like that, and the guy spends 10 grand on a ring, or 5 grand on a ring, or 3 grand on a ring, whatever the price may be. You can get a replica made for $100, $50, whatever the case may be. I doubt that it's 50, but I'm just saying there are numbers out there, different kind of rings. Doesn't even have to be a replica, it's just something that looks decent, that you could wear it, take some nice pictures with it, and then toss it away after the vacation. Or even if you lose it at the vacation, it doesn't make a difference, right? Just depends on how you look at it. Now, there are some pieces of jewelry that, for example, if you were to spend, for example, the Cuban that I made, the review that I made in that past video of the Cuban link chain, a chain with that, width and that thickness and how heavy it is and that many diamonds, in real life probably would cost about 60, 70 grand, right? Now, the way I look at it is, would you rather pay $200 for the same Cuban that's not diamond, just CZ, stainless steel, or 925 sterling silver with gold wrap around it, right? The gold plating, or for $200, or would you rather buy a real one for 70 grand? Comes down to how you look at money. You know what I'm saying? It comes down to your choice. Nothing is bad, nothing is good. It just comes down to you and your opinion. Some rappers get CZ made jewelry on purpose, because they don't want to go ahead and spend certain kinds of high amounts of money on a certain jewelry piece. So, for example, you can go to a jeweler and you can have something custom made with certain types of stone, right? And you can request the stone to be CZs, and that will drastically lower the price of the jewelry. So it really comes down to how you want to go ahead and manage what you're doing, manage your money, manage your jewelry. Maybe you want to spend jewelry on a budget. Maybe you want to get, iced out on a budget. That's up to you. It's your choice. So there is no, when you ask me, is there a point to getting lab diamonds out there? It's up to you. The answer is up to you. For me, I don't look at lab diamonds like they're as valuable to me just because of my lifestyle. Like I said, I'm a very, nitty-gritty lifestyle. I want to go hunting. I want to go fishing. I want to go playing sports. You know what I'm saying? In application in the outdoor world, I'm not going to be wearing diamonds. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm going to like a wedding or something like that, I'll wear CZs. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm on camera or something. It depends on the situation. So it really just depends. So yeah, guys, that's really it for this video. What's better, cubic zirconia, real diamonds, or lab diamonds? It's up to you. It's up to you. It's your decision. There's no one that's better or worse than the other. You might want to go ahead and value for yourself and really evaluate yourself and see what what you like. So, for example, if I was to hit, the Mega Millions tomorrow and have 790 million in my bank account, I'm not gonna worry about CZs or not CZ. I really wouldn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm tight on a budget, let's say I'm 18 years old and I just graduated from high school, whatever the case may be, and I want to get, a piece of jewelry on my neck, I'm going to go for CZs because I don't have the money to get anything else. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. So hopefully this was just a real video that you guys enjoyed. It's just my opinion on it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.